Eagles-Packers, man. Sunday at 4:30. We will have you covered all week long. Big show today that we'll tell you about as we continue here in the 6 o'clock hour. But, Johnny, you know what? I want to do something different. And I don't want to do
What's that?
I don't want to do it differently to be different, right? There's a lot of people that's what trends start. That's how trends start. Oh, I'm going to do something different than everybody else, and now I'm going to be a trend. No, I just want to do something different because I believe we should be different when it comes to this case. So we do our show. We're the first ones here on the day.
Sure.
And then we're done. And then you drive home. You listen to some things. You read some things. You watch some things. And for whatever reason, there was multiple outlets, networks that asked this question for the Eagles.
Oh, no.
What are you concerned about going into Sunday?
Here's what's funny. You want to do something different because you're not just doing it to be different. No. I want to do something different to be different than that because that's crappy. You're a 2 seed.
You're
14 and
3.
You're a dominant team. You're better in every facet of the game. Why in the world do you serve the public with, hey, here's why you need to be scared? I've been talking about this with the Packers for a week and a half.
Yes, you have been.
Thank heavens. Because I wasn't going to do it. I would not have participated in the, why should we be scared of the
Wait, so
Packers?
if I asked that question, you would have just walked out of the studio?
No, I would have, I'd put up a barrier between us. But I would, I would literally just discount the nonsense of why we're doing it.
We probably still have those COVID barriers around here somewhere.
I'm sure they do.
Plexiglass in between us.
I remember when I arrived.
So, yeah, I mean, look, I'm sitting there yesterday. Like, I knew of this topic yesterday, pretty early on in the day. Because I'm going, why is this always the topic? Why is it always what could go wrong? And you know what, John? I don't want to blame anybody in the media because there are a lot of fans that are like that too. Anytime you and I, before the season started, talked about something in a positive way about the Eagles.
Guys are too positive.
We got pushback from Eagles fans, so stop with the whole evil media thing. There's this weird, we talk about jinxes. Yesterday I asked you about superstitions because Bill Colarulo shaved his beard, and the question is, should he have done that when they've been winning?
I think he looked like $1 million.
He did look good yesterday.
Handsome man, that Bill Colarulo.
But there are also a lot of people that the second you start talking about making reservations at a restaurant on Bourbon Street or in the New Orleans area, there are people that are like, whoa, slow down. Let's get there first.
Don't do anything that's going to jinx it. Jinxes are it's so stupid. We have nothing to do with this game. Nothing. If you're among the 67,000 that will be in the building on Sunday, you actually have a chance to play a small part in the game.
Yes.
By being nasty loud, making an intimidating environment, and everything like that. Other than that, I don't know what. We don't play a part in this. Players don't listen to us and go, oh, man, did you hear Kincade and Salciunas this morning? They're already making dinner reservations for New Orleans. We're in the Super Bowl, baby. They don't care. They don't care. They don't react to it. Players don't listen to it. That's nothing to do with it. They listen to it, but they listen to it mostly with rolled eyes.
Yeah, they sometimes laugh at us.
Right, exactly.
So our question, instead of what are you concerned about going into Sunday, screw that, man. What are you confident in that the Eagles will go into Lincoln Financial Field on Sunday, welcome the Green Bay Packers into the Link, Sunday 4:30, and you say they're going to win this game, and not only are they going to win this game, they're going to make it to the NFC Championship game. Or if you're still hesitant saying that they're going to get to the Super Bowl, that's fine.
That's fine.
Every right to do that. But to start all of a sudden doing the fear-mongering, to start talking yourself into this Packers team being some juggernaut. We had texts yesterday about how, don't sleep on the Packers. Why are we sleeping on the Eagles? The Eagles are 14-3. They should not be slept on.
You're sleeping on a team that is, every time they have faced a legit Super Bowl contender, they have been punked.
Yes.
So it should not be don't sleep on the Packers, as you well put it. It should be don't sleep on the Eagles. But I can tell you point blank, what am I confident in? I am completely confident that your well-rested Saquon Barkley is going to have himself a day. That they will be able to run the football, and they used him in the passing game against Green Bay. They may pull out some of that again. I think the offense is going to cook. So I'm confident in that, but I do believe Saquon will be the straw that stirs the drink.
Yeah, and look, I don't believe in the rust factor. I understand why people are concerned about it. Connor, you still bring it up.
That would be mine.
I get it. I get that could be somebody's number one concern. All right, that's fair. Right, like that's a fair concern. Saying that Jordan Love is all of a sudden going to throw for 4 touchdowns and 0 picks is not necessarily a fair assumption, especially when he hasn't been that guy and your defense has been number one or toward the top all season long in every single statistical category. I get the rust concern, but, man, once you start running that football, and that's going to open up your receivers. Like, Jalen Hurts might be a little bit rusty seeing the field early on, but once he sees A.J. Brown wide open because they're stacking the box because they can't stop Saquon, once they do some routes where they will, like, the basically a wide receiver screen, sometimes it's illegal, where they get Devontae Smith open in space, right? They do a great job by Dallas Goedert screening a cornerback for the Packers. Once Jalen Hurts gets in that rhythm, I think that rhythm's going to be there for the rest of the game, and I would say for the rest of the playoffs. Like, I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to have some sort of clunker just because he's missed the last couple of games of the regular season.
I will only say this to you. The people who are concerned about rust with Jalen Hurts, and Connor and I are clearly in that camp. We do have mild concern about that. And people keep pointing to the fact that he didn't play in the preseason. And then he walked right out there opening game, and look how great he played.
He was pretty rusty early on.
You know what he did? He practiced every day for a month. For the most part, they practiced every single day for a month. He hasn't practiced since the concussion. There is no comparison. So anybody who uses that, in training camp, he right in. He was rusty early, and more importantly, he had practiced every single day. He is not practicing now. If you have concerns about that, that's an Eagles.
Totally fair.
That's an Eagles concern. That's not a Packers concern.
Yeah,
right.
And
Absolutely.
That concern is mild. Even
and it's
that
mild.
concern, like if you put that on a wing, you wouldn't even need a glass of milk after. Like you're gonna be all right. It's not that big of a concern.
Yeah, and look,
Correct.
again, once he completes 1 or 2 passes, he's right back into the swing of things. Like, I truly expect that.
Well, it depends. Is Kellen Moore bringing his A game? And I think he will.
I think he will be.
And if he does,
we'll get into that coming up
there you go.
in the show as well.
Thank you so much for checking out our content on the 97.5 The Fanatic YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed the video. And remember, you can always be checking the playlist. There may be something you missed from one of our shows during the day that you want to go back and check out. So every time you like a video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and you'll have that great content coming to you every single day. You're greatly appreciated.